Now, I'm pretty sure everybody by now has had something on their For You page show up about the When We Were Young emo throwback concert, right? You know, this big, crazy stacked festival, this one day festival that's supposed to happen in Las Vegas. What if it is just a scam? Now, the artists that are supposedly supposed to be performing, I don't believe have malicious intent, but this is being put on by Live Nation. And if you know who Live Nation is, if you remember who Live Nation is, they are the company that was behind the infamous Astroworld tragedy. Not only do they have a long list of safety issues, do you guys remember the massive R&B scam that they did, Lovers and Friends? A very similar setup, dozens of artists who confirm they're going to be there, only for maybe 25% of them to show up, and it was canceled with no money refunded. I mean, a representative from Metallica was even caught scamming people with Live Nation for their tickets, for their money. Like I said, I don't believe that the artists have malicious intent. Really what happens is artists are asked if they want to do something, they set the date, and then it's all up to the promoters to figure all the details out. But I mean, it's a massive red flag. Dozens of artists in one day on 3 stages. Yeah, there is Warped Tour, but not to this size. These artists are all huge. This lineup would be insane. But let's not get our hopes up. Let's wait and see what happens. Will the Emo Throwback Festival When We Were Young be a scam? Part 2. Let's talk some more red flags and basic logistics. This is a real festival because the bands are talking about it, along with confirming and promoting it. So first, red flags, and then the logistics of how this isn't going to work. $20 down payments. When all sales are final, no refunds, no exchanges. God forbid something go wrong and this gets canceled and this is labeled a cash grab. I mean, it's never happened before on other festivals where the tickets were $1,200 a piece. How about the red flags that are in the logistics of this? This is a one-day festival between the hours of 11 and 11. 12 hours. Let's break that down. 11 to 11, that's 12 hours. 12 hours is 720 minutes. Now, there are 65 bands on this list. 720 minutes divided by 65 bands is 11 minutes per set. Just don't see how this is going to be possible. But I hope I'm wrong. I've seen a lot of comments like this, and yes, you're right. If all 3 stages were playing at the same time, they would be able to do this. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. On the festival's website, they say that they're doing all of this in the pink highlighted area, which is the Las Vegas Fairgrounds. This is the Las Vegas Fairgrounds, and I highlighted the dimensions of it. Now, they could put 3 different stages in this area, yes. That is an area across of a little over 2,000 feet. It's a basic city block. Now, yes, other festivals have done this and had different bands playing at the same time, but I don't think this is going to sound very good. Having 3 stages be active at the same time with massive bands, I don't think is going to sound good. I really don't. But like I've said in my other 2 videos, I really hope this pans out because this is an amazing lineup. I'm just very skeptical of this. Okay, what is going on? I've already made 3 in-depth videos on how this whole When We Were Young fest is going to be a shit show. But now I feel like some glitch in the Matrix stuff is happening. This screenshot was taken this morning, right before I did one of my other videos. 11 to 11 p.m., right? This screenshot was taken at 2:37 p.m. Central Time. It now says the festival hours are 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. So magically there's an extra hour? I mean, that's awesome and all, but how does this make any of the other red flags any better? At this point, if it happens, it's going to be such a shit show. And I can't wait to see what news comes out in the coming weeks. Welcome back to Will When We Were Young Music Festival Be a Scam, Part 5. So a mock schedule was put out, showing how 3 bands on 3 different stages would pan out in the 12-hour time frame. Now, this is not something that's official, but it has My Chemical Romance, Paramore, and A Day to Remember all playing in a 90-minute set at the same time. Now, this isn't anything official, but these money-grabbing scumbags are going to pull some kind of bullshit like that. The other big question everybody's been asking is, how are they going to have bands play back to back to back? I had the same question, and then I came across this video. Let me introduce you to the Turnstile stage. As one band ends their set, the stage rotates them away from the crowd. The new band that was already set up rotates to face the crowd, starting their show. Will this work? It has before. Is this going to be a shit show? Oh yeah. Okay, I swear this is my last one for today, but this is part 6 of Will When We Were Young Music Festival Be a Scam. This is going to be a quick one, but I've noticed something today with everything that's been coming out, with all the information that's been updated. Where are the sponsors? Usually when festivals and concerts are talked about or announced, the sponsors are also announced. We don't see any of that right now. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not. Some simple reasoning is they're waiting to have a bid war. Think about it. Massive hype on this festival. Massive hype is going on right now. A better way to have more money and the best sponsors and vendors than let this blow up as big as it can and then start a bidding war. I mean, it makes sense. It really does. Is it another red flag? Yeah, kinda. Is it smart business? Oh yeah.